Bashers, Wednesday, October 1st at 5:06. I'm a minute late. I apologize for that. I was making a coffee at Drooby Coffee, you. Handsome Joe Glass. Friday night, I'll have my Scotty Love glasses. How is everybody in the Basherverse? It's great to see you. Second day back in New York. Lots of stuff. I have so many things to do. I apologize for not catching up with you on the phone. I've just been jet lagged. It's a thing. It's an actual thing. It was also, when you have to take an early flight out of Europa, it's like you're up really early to get there, and it takes hours. You get your crap together like 4:00 in the morning. By the time you get to the airport, blah, 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 9:00 flight, and then it's 9 hours, and then the time's all whacked out, and it's so weird, and you don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know anything. But look who's here from Amsterdam. It's Drooby Doo. You're in Amsterdam, Pooh. I hope you're having a good time. Are you a partaker of the herbs? Because listen, way before I have never, and I'm not a partaker, but not that there's anything wrong with it if you enjoy the indulgence. I remember going there in the 90s, early 90s, and like, my God, there's like hashish everywhere. There was no pot in Europe back then. Everybody smoked half, and I know that because the crew with our band, they were smoking hash, and Jimmy and I were like the only people that wanted nothing to do with that stuff. And we had these special like ashtrays that had a fan in them, and they sucked the stuff in. It was really didn't really work. Opened up the windows as much as we could. But Amsterdam, I remember thinking like, oh my God, they have these cafes where you can go there and get stoned and have coffee. It's like so liberated. Libertà, as they say. Drew, I hope you're having the best time ever. Is this your first time in Amsterdam? Not for a long time. Lots of food, cigars, coffee, and Negronis. Isn't that funny how the Negroni has become such an international cocktail? I happen to like the Negroni Spagliato with Prosecco. I'll never forget that girl from Game of Thrones drank a Spagliato, and she, it's the drink. You don't have to say it's made with Prosecco because that's what's in it, but it was funny. She's like, with Prosecco. So yeah, I can't drink a regular Negroni. That's like getting hit over the head with an anvil. It's too much booze for me. And this trip, I don't think I had a single spritz. I don't think so. Drank beer and white wine. I don't know if I'm losing my taste for like the Select or for Campari. I mean, Aperol, I lost the taste for that a while ago because I found it a bit sweet. But I had one not long ago, and I was like, okay, it's all right. I think it's cyclical with cocktails and stuff like that. Dean, I have something special for you this evening. He's got something special for everybody today. He's got, kind of an unboxing, but he got a new watch, and it is gorgeous, and I won't tell you what it is. Wait till the Gallery of Bashtards, and then you guys get to see it. But he was on the list, I guess. So that automatically means he got a Rolex, doesn't it? Right? That's what it means. Because who else has a list? I mean, sure. I guess AP's got a list. I guess they do. Vacheron, do they have a list? I don't know. Patek. Let me sound like one of the bros. The Paddocks. They might. Anyway, let's see. Look who got in here at number one. It's Dave Fahrenheit 451. This is Rose's harmonica. I have to fix it. She loves to play harmonica. And I don't know what happened to the screws, but it says attaboy. It's a Hohner. It's like the real one. I got her two new harmonicas. One of them is excellent, and the other one is garbage. And I bought them in a children's toy store. But this is the one she loves to play harmonica. It keeps her company if I'm not there. And that's a nice thing. Dean is here, and he says, forgotten how to do this. Yeah, well, me too, kind of, sort of. I'm doing all kinds of crazy things, but it's fun. It's fun to be back in the studio with all my toys and tools and thumbs ups. And for all the ladies in the bash, It's been a while since I did that. The Basher ladies and the gents too. Why not? Why not? Dave Fahrenheit 51. If I delete your comment, that will make me first. Don't do that. Ken Furby's here. Hell's teeth, Dean. You beat me to the line. I tried to cheat a little bit yesterday. I told Carol and Martin exactly when I was going to post, and she didn't post. I said, I'm going to do it right now. She's never been number one. I mean, she's a number one in a lot of arenas, obviously, for so many things. She's Mother Basher. So I thought it would be fun if she got in there, but she was busy. Ken Furby says, and Dave, the closest I've been for a very long time. Well, you deserve more than that, my friend, because you're one of the super bashers. You're a super basher in the house. And Steve Mac 3 from Scotland is here. Hi, everyone. Great to see you. I hope did you send us anything lovely? I don't have a gallery from Julian. And listen, Julian, we love you, man. And you being a part of this show is so important to us, showing off your beautiful talents and your beautiful humanity. And that's what the scope of today's show is. Like, if you want to send me some when we're Wednesdays, that's fine too. But let's celebrate each other, because you do a little bit, you get a lot more back. You know, as I said yesterday, from that to quote from the Wizard of Oz, you know, in the end, it doesn't matter how much you loved, but how much you were loved in return. And that was said to her by the powerful, great and powerful Wizard of Oz. And it's true. It's very true. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. The incomparable Mr. Paul McCartney wrote my favorite lyric of all time. Congrats at Dave Fahrenheit 451. We're going on a road trip. Going on a road trip. Road trip. Please remember to upvote number 4. Upvote if you can. Screen caps. Hiteshi, just noticed the rear view mirror. You noticed that. Yeah, today's thumbnail was inspirational, because got a couple things in place, sort of. Well, like the wheels are in motion. Can I just say that the wheels are in motion? Because a couple things happened on this sojourn. Considering the month that we had, the 2 weeks leading up to it were just so tumultuous, and so obviously I wound up really sick. And, got that repaired. And I just decided, and Paul and I talked about it, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Happiness is worth it. Have fun doing what you need to do to find your happy place. As scary as it might be, the trepidation you might feel, you got to look at the way when people jump. Sometimes you have to just jump. So, might as well jump. Good and jump. So yeah, that's the rear view mirror, and I hope that happens sooner than later. Have at it, Dean. I know where little Dean is in Ireland. Oh, is that right? Have it. I know where. Dean, are you in Ireland? Didn't know. What are you doing there? Having a pint, Dean? We can do it the easy way or the hard way. Andrew Wolkowicz, Canadian, $2. Great thumbnail. Congratulations, Dave Fahrenheit 451. Well, listen, he's the king of the bashers. He's the king of the bashers. Bash, 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 bash. The Andrew Wolkowicz commemorative gong. And Andrew wants to know, what is the car? A Fiat? It is indeed a Fiat. Guys are so smart with the thumbnail today. It's a Cinquecento. Or is the best that AI can summon up. I don't even know who that cat is. It's a cat I met, like in a Drooby Drew style, like maybe a cat just jumped out of a vineyard and said, take me home, take me home, take me where you want to be. Great share song. Dave Fahrenheit 51, let me help you, and we do it the easy way. While I live in the UK, I will send you the GPS details. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what's going on here. I miss the manual windows when cars had the small vent window, remember? Oh, remember those little triangular windows that cars used to have? Some of them had them in the back, too, like the big sedans and things like that. And Mart and Bronson upvoted Fiat 500 catcher. You got it. You got it. Cinquecento. You got it. The Fiat, very famous car. And, they had quite the comeback, Fiat. Used to be, what did Fiat used to stand for? It's an acronym for something really, really terrible. I forget it. Like, found, like Ford used to be found on the road dead. What was the Fiat one? Remind me of that. You guys are so smart. So true, Andrew. The vent and the manual windows. I grew up. I didn't see electric. My father got a rental car once, and it had electric windows, and all we did was play with them. Because we're like, what is that? It's a color television. Thanks, pal. It came out really great. First try. I told it exactly what I wanted. Maybe I'm just getting better at it. Happy Hump Day, Dirk, and all the bashers from the purple one. It's Melly C. Thank you so much, beautiful one. Thank you. It's a Fiat. I still on board. That he got it. You guys got it. You guys are so smart. Arg. I'm on the way down the line tonight. It's pure luck, guys. It's a phone glance at the right time, and you're there. Yeah, you're still gonna love. Oh, thanks, pal. He's gonna love the show, even though he didn't get there at number one. That's okay. You're number one all the time, right? Be number one. To be number one. I'll never forget. A million years ago, 99. We were in Portugal and we were in a taxi cab, and I heard two songs and I bought two CDs. One of them was Have a Nice Day by Roxette, because I heard a track off that record. I think it was called Stars. And I was not all that familiar with Roxette in 1999. I knew, Big Bang Boom or whatever the F that's called. And I knew that they had You've Got the Look. And I didn't care about that. And then It Must Have Been Love. I knew about that. And then they had Listen to Your Heart. And I used to call it Listen to Some Heart, because it sounded like a heart single. It sounded like What About Love, or one of the big ones. Anyway, fell madly in love with Roxette and the beautiful, dearly departed Marie Friedrichsen, who I adored as a vocalist. And it was so good. And Per Gessel. And the other one was To Be Number One. And that's how I come around to my point. And I remember hearing, get me a job and one I haven't got. Take me in the way you want to be. It was like the weirdest Scorpion song ever from an album called Eye to Eye, which is kind of Scorpions doing an electronica thing. And it was 99. Like the world was in flux, grunge had happened, and classic rock bands that talked about, girls and cars and stupid crap. And, listen, I love the Scorpions. We got the worst lyrics ever. And they did this like a electronica album, and I liked it, but there was a song on the end of it called A Moment in a Million Years, and I said it was worth the price of admission because it's a piano ballad, and it's just great Klaus Meine. Great Klaus Meine! Nick B is here, Mr. Brooker. Evening all. Shall tune in later. Well, you do that. Daniel Gutierrez is here. Hello, Bashers. It's great to have you in the room, Daniel. And Carlos Paggi's here too. Yo, Dirk, and all the fabulous Bashers. Hope you're all well. Hope everybody's well. Robin's Bird, big hearts. Come on, let me get this right. I was doing it so well a minute ago. Maybe I have to take the thing off. There it goes. The ladies of the bash. Here's to the ladies who bash. Aren't they the best? I'm going to rewrite that song. Does everybody know that song? It's called The Ladies Who Lunch. It's a Stephen Sondheim song. And it's a great, great song. Does anybody still wear a hat? Great one. I'm going to rewrite the lyrics too. Here's to the ladies who bash. And I'm going to record it. I haven't recorded anything yet. I'm working on right before I left and before all this weird shit happened, then like the thing getting stuck in my throat and all that crap, I was working on a lot of background vocals for a project for one of the Bashers. See, it just goes to show you how amazingly talented people are. I'm working on a project that might come to fruition for something, and they write songs for commercial media. And we collaborated on something, and it's sounding very cool. And I did a quick little demo, which came out pretty cute. And then I decided to do all the background vocals, which is very layered, like 5-part harmony. And then all the shit happened. So I had to stop. And then, I sounded like Brenda Vaccaro. For those of you who are old enough to know who Brenda Vaccaro is. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to that. You know what I want to talk about for a second? Because you guys know my love for a few fragrances. A few. But you guys all know what a Habit Rouge guy I am. And this is the one. This is the I got one from Jocelyn, of course, and I got one from I went into Saks and bought it, and then Jocelyn Bittenbender sent me the money, and I was grateful. This is the current iteration by Celine Jelk, who is the perfumer at Guerlain. And this is one, you'll see how much I love it, because it's like probably halfway gone. I'm a box and papers kind of guy, so I keep all my fragrances in boxes, because I just like to do that. Anyway, so this is the current formulation, and the one I like the best is the eau de parfum in this iteration. So that's the Guerlain, and it's beautiful. But I've told you guys a million times whenever I go to the town, I'm going to a town that has never let me down. Or you gotta do it like Rufus. I'm going to a place that has never been disgraced. There's a perfumery in there. There's like a really old-fashioned perfume store there. And every time I've gone there, I've gotten M7, all the stuff that I like. And this time around, I got the original formulation of Habit Rouge. The box got a little, the box was mint. This happened in the suitcase because, I couldn't take it on my carry-on. And I don't usually check bags, but I did this time. I don't know why I did that. This is the original formulation, the same formula as when it was invented in 1965, I believe. So this is the original Habit Rouge, but it's the Eau de Toilette, which was the most famous one. And listen, I bought this like 2 weeks ago, and I just couldn't get enough of it because it is, they smell, I'll tell you the difference. This is soapier. It's got a little bit more of a barbershop vibe to it. The DNA is, you would smell both of them, and an untrained nose will say, oh, that's the same fragrance. It is and it isn't. This is an eau de parfum, so this is going to be a little bit more concentrated. This is an eau de toilette, which doesn't smell any less powerful, but it's just got a little bit more of a barbershop vibe. And I just thought I would show you what I got. This is the original formulation of Habit Rouge. And it was unchanged until Gilles Jelk became the perfumeur out there. But, it's the same DNA. If you guys don't, gentlemen, and ladies, because listen, this could certainly be unisexy. I love Habit Rouge. And, since M7 is now impossible for me to get, I get this. And if you're not going to find this. And if you find this, get it. Oh man, I'll get it. And this was like, I thought she was like, usually the prices in there are much better, but it wasn't really expensive, $125. And I was like, all right, I have to have this because I haven't had this in like 25 years, this actual version of that. Because I got away from Habit Rouge for a while. And then I went all YSL and I went around the world. And I've been around the world and I can't find my fragrance. I don't know when, I don't know why. I don't know how that happened, but it just did. Oh my God, giant super chat from Gallery. It's all about being happy. We moved house 3 years ago and we are filled with joy every single morning we wake up and looking out of the window of our beloved place. What an inspirational thing to say. And so will you be, Dirk, every single morning for the rest of your life thinking about it. You deserve it. Thank you. Now, Gallery, you're going to make me... Because, none of us think we're worth it, right? None of us think we're worthy of that. We just don't. And it's stupid to think that. Because when you find joy, you want to spread joy. When you find it, you want to share it. And the whole purpose, Gallery and the whole gang of beautiful people, the beautiful people, is we want to move there and share it with everyone. We want people to come and experience it. If you've never been in that part of the world, we would like, that's why we want to get a place with a bunch of bedrooms so we can host people, because I can't think of it, like nothing is more exciting than, like now the crowd there, Oisin had never been there, right? He'd never been there. So like, and he lives in Venice and blah, 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 and la-di-da. And I was like, I know he's going to like the place. It's because he's been all over Italy. He lived there for so long and has a daughter from there, etc. You get a certain kind of jaded, and he would really liked the town. And I was so happy that he did. Dana and Emmett and my niece are pros now with that town. So, they've been there a couple times. Off the beaten path. Gallery, oh my God. Thank you so very, very much. Let me give you a giant bing bam boom. Give you some Lenny. It's very inspirational considering what we were talking about all day, Paul and myself, which was figuring out a way to make the jump. Steve Mac 3 with £4.99, which is like 800 million US dollars. Super sticker. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And did you send some pictures for the gallery today? Do we have anything from you? Yes, we do. Oh, Julian. There is a God. Oh, I'm so happy. That just made my day. Thank you, Julian. Thank you. Listen, Julian has a penchant for the blues, as some of us do. And you know what? We'll do our very best to get Julian out of that mire because of his incomparable humanity and talent. And listen, art is everything, and it should be. You know, some people are motivated by lust, some people are motivated by money. I am 100% motivated by art, be it musical or visual or photographically or any. I just love most of sculpture, painting, all the disciplines, dance. Listen, art just makes your heart sing, makes your heart soar. And especially seeing somebody who you admire and seeing their art. So thank you so very much. Big one for you. Thanks. Let's give you let's go kazoos. You the best. Thanks, everybody. Where else are we? Rufus says, coffee and weed, hippie speedball. Are you having a hippie speedball? Dean, I have something special. Yeah, well, we're gonna play that in a little bit. Santa has a list. Have you been naughty? Or Andrew, you've been naughty. I know you have been. Epstein has a list. All right, here we go. Because your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss, weird key change in there. Your kiss, I can't resist. Crazy. Hall & Oates, man. Sick shit. The Epstein list. There it is. And Eric B. Hey, evening all. Dean says, the last time I was in Amsterdam, I woke up locked to a lamppost. It was like, yeah, it's a town that if you look for trouble, it's easy peasy to find. So I'll give you, I'll make up two names because these are dear friends of mine and I don't want to get into anything specific, but let's just say they're well-to-do because they are. And they're friends and they were customers of mine for years at the El Rio Grande. And they are the most down-to-earth, wonderful, beautiful people who worked really hard for what they have. And amen to that. But so down to earth and so fun and so fun. They went to Amsterdam and they went to a really amazing hotel. Somebody on the hotel staff stole their credit card magnetic and went to town. I don't know. There's something about that town. So drooby doo, be careful. Listen, there's a lot of cool things to see and hopefully you'll get out of there unscathed, but there's a lot of nefarious, weird stuff that goes on in that town. It's pretty well known. So be careful because we love you. Good evening, Concert. Wishing you and yours only good things. It's the Only Good Things guy. And you know who that is, right? Everybody know who the Only Good Things guy? It's him. It's Andy M. Only good things. And that's all that we should care about anyway. That's all we should really care about. Paz is in with $10. Hey, Paz, how are you? Oh, there's a picture of a sheep. You guys are funny. A Scorpions fan, how cool. My first time seeing them was Day on the Green #2, Oakland Coliseum, Iron Maiden opened. Amazing. July 18th, 1982. Second time, September 3rd, 1982 at the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium. So 82 would have been Blackout, right? The Blackout. Already on a blackout. Well, Paz, if you watched, and you guys watched, you have bookmarks for every show, timestamps. When Emmett and I get together, we always do a Scorpion song, and we do Humanity. And I forget what else we did, but we're both obsessed with Humanity Hour 1, which is an album they put out. God, it's got to be 15 years ago. And Desmond Child was the producer. And it sounds weird, but it is not a commercial Scorpions record. It is a concept record, and You want to get the shit rocked out of you, man, Paz, you got to go check out Humanity Hour 1. It opens up hard and heavy. Some of the greatest Matthias Jabs solos. It rocks really hard. The band sounds fantastic. It was the last record they ever did with James Kotak. He passed away. He was a troublesome guy. He had drug issues, and I think he peed on something sacred. He did a couple of stupid things, and he did it in an Arab country, which is really not smart. But thanks for the 10 balloons, man. Let's give you a big bang boom. Big bang boom. Big bang boom. Let's go. Let's go super chat. Super chat guy. Yeah. Gabri says, leave the USA. The Piazza's waiting. Hi, Bashers. Yeah, well, that's, kind of where it's heading, I mean, dreams do come true, my friend. And Joe LaFaro is here. Evening to you, Joey Joe. And Hiteshi says, hello, everybody. Great to have you in the room. Just catching up on everybody being in here. Epstein list. You guys are so funny with the Epstein list. Dirk picking up high hiking cats. Why not hitchhiking cats? Hey, I would. I have every single cat, every single animal I ever had, including my beautiful Dinga dog who passed away in 2009. I found every single animal I've ever had, and that is Dinga, Glaucus, Bruce, Murray, and Laverne. All of them from the street. I found all of them on the street. I never adopted one. I never bought one. I would never buy an animal, even though those animals are alive and they need to be adopted. That's the problem. I just wish that industry would go the way of the dodo bird, because it's just like the breeders, just the whole idea behind it just drives me bananas, because there's so many unwanted pets in the world. Having said that, all these beautiful creatures, like I told you, in my neighborhood here, there's this group of people that have AKC pedigree dogs, and a mutt will not do. It's got to be prancy down the street, show offy. It's like Fendi bag. People who treat animals as if they're like, here's a perfect example. Bronson, right? He's one of the most beautiful cats. He's a crazy Maine Coon. He's so beautiful, It's not like he went to the AKC or whatever the equivalent is for cats and, went and paid a king's ransom for that, I mean, it's a weird thing, and it's political, and I don't really want to get to, where my heart is on that whole thing. All animals need a great home, all of them. They all need a great home. So when people say, I would never buy a cat or I'd never buy a dog, you know what? They're alive, and you don't want somebody to make food and throw it in the trash, right? It's the same thing. These they are technically making these animals by breeding them, but they do need to have homes. They need them. So that's my argument on it. I know people are like, I would never, and I was like, I have no, and I would never, because I know where to go if I had to find an animal. Anyway, I don't want to get heavy like that, right? Hitchhiking cat, yeah. Fix it again, Tony. That's it. Fiat. Fix it again, Tony. Hey, Tony. Andy M is here. Crisscross jump. Yeah, jump around. Fix it again, Tony. You guys got it. All of you got it. Fix it again, Tony. Fix it again, Tony. Of course, Joe LaVara got that. Fiats are charming and suck. Of course they are. Mark 5493. They are charming and they do suck, but the new ones are really cool. I mean, those original Cinquecentros are so small. I mean, have you really ever seen them? The new ones are like Cadillacs compared to them. They're ginormous. The old ones are like, they're so small. You wouldn't want to be in an accident in that thing. That's for sure. What is your point? What is your point? Hart was great in the 70s, lame in the 80s. The Fisher brothers were bad. Yeah, I'm a big Hart fan, but I will say I love them both. The Fisher brothers' last album was Passion Works. No, was it? Yeah, it was Passion Works. And they had that great song. Wake me up with laughter, hold me in. What is that song called? How Can I Refuse? Love that song. And then they got dropped by Epic Records, and Nancy broke up with Roger, and then Ann broke up with Mike. With I forget the Fisher brothers, Roger Fisher and the manager Fisher. Actually, I think Ann was with Michael DeRozier, the drummer. And so they had to get a new band, and they got Denny Carmassi, and they had Mark Andes, and they put out the Heart record. And you know what? What about Love Never? I love those records. Bad Animals is actually even a better record. It's got a Del Bello song on it called "Wait for an Answer." Big fan of that. I like them both. You know, I mean, Alone. There's no way you can't love that song. It's a great song. I mean, as far as 70s Heart, my two favorite albums are Dog and Butterfly and Little Queen. Right? Little Queen. That's an incredible record. JBB, he peed on something sacred. Isn't that on the resume of every hard rocker? Well, I mean, Ozzy pissed on the Alamo, and that was a big thing. I forget if somebody maybe look it up. I forget exactly what happened, but he did something really bad, like it wasn't even like in Dubai. It was like, you know, because Dubai is Arab Disneyland. It's just a place to go buy Fendi, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and opulent. Ugh, you know, no thanks. But I'm dying to see it. Dying to see the Burj Khalifa, man. But it's just so. From what I hear, it's just so expensive there. But I would love to see the Burj Khalifa because that's Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill, which is here in New York. And there's a Armani hotel in there. I mean, I just know that I would look like such a fraud if I went there because I just don't have enough, you know, bling to look good there. And I don't have a Bugatti, but I bet you could rent one if you wanted to. I bet you could, you know. Lots of places in this world to see, right? My number one on my list that I've always wanted to see was St. Petersburg, the former Leningrad. I've always wanted to go there. And I don't think in my lifetime I'll have the opportunity to do that because with all the shenanigans, that guy's not giving up the ghost, you know, and that city's so beautiful. I've been wanting to see that forever and ever and ever. But let's give you the monks. I so rarely do the monks. Melissy says Lisa Stansfield. I love my Lisa Stansfield. Remember when at the Freddie Mercury tribute, she did the duet. Who did she sing with at that? Oh God, was it Seal? I mean, I know Annie Lennox and Bowie did that. What did they do? God, I forgot that. Lisa Stansfield. Oh my God. Been around the world and yeah. I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why. Why he's gone away and I don't know where he can be. My baby. And she's beautiful too. Andrew says CDS, cat delivery system, never fails no matter where we go. We fed multiple cats here. Even the hotel as a neighborhood. I mean, you are the cat hotel. You are the cat delivery system. We've witnessed it in real time, my friend. Ray says, I do. I have to pinch myself every morning on me porch with me mug of tea because you live right on the coast of Ireland there. There's the Atlantic Ocean. Holy shite balls there. You have to grow from the inside out. No one can teach you. No one can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. Mwah! Hearts for that because that is absolutely gorgeous and so true. Julien, incomparable Julien. And tears at Raphael Lyons called. I'm a Lions man. I'm a Lions man. I've always been a Lions man. I'm not a Barry's guy. I'm a Lions guy. I close my eyes in order to see. That happens too. Blackout. Ah! Yeah. So I have my Scorpion story is a little bit just slightly earlier. I saw them with Uli John Roth before he left. I saw them on In Trance because my friend's sister, who is like 10 years older than us, was like 21. I don't know how old she was. She was young. She was dating Rudy Lenners, the drummer on the In Trance album, and she turned us on to Scorpions. So the first album I ever had by Scorpions was In Trance. What's the name of that great? There's a song on there called "In Trance" is of course amazing, but the "Living and Dying" I think is my favorite song on that record, and I've been a fan ever since. I'm a huge Scorpions fan, huge, 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 monstrous, huge, huge, huge. I can't whistle. I just can't whistle. Some people can, I can't. Okay, next time I'll super chat for all picture life. Oh yeah, I don't see my voice is still a little funny. He said it could take a couple of weeks for it to get back to where it's supposed to go because I had that thing in my throat that wouldn't come out, and then when it came out, I wasn't breathing. So I'm very lucky to be here talking about Habit Rouge and the Scorpions. You know, I mean, lucky man. But maybe I sound a little bit more like Klaus when I do that. Pictured Life is a fucking amazing song. I love those records. Taken by Force, what a great record. Tokyo Tapes. Oh, here I am. Won't you send me an angel? Here I am in the land of the knowing star. That's from one of their later records too. That's from like Face the Heat, I think. I don't remember. That's a great song. I love Send Me an Angel. Please upvote, says Franco Fiore. Grazie mille, signore. Thank you very much. Adapt. Adopt. Don't shop. Adopt. Don't shop. Says Melly C. Adopt. Don't shop. Come on. Adopt. Don't shop. But I do feel this way about that. Because I know these animals are created, they are alive, and they are loving, and they are worth loving, and they want to love you back. So, you know, how many times have you seen like a breeder goes out of business, and then what do? You know, and then they wind up in shelters and things like that. It happens. I'm not a big fan of the pet shop because I don't like the way they treat them in there. It's not my thing. Not really a big fan. Andy M says never is an awfully long time. Never say never. This is true. Hey, Calloy. Look at you having a little scotch there with your meteorite dial. Very sexy stuff. If I went to a fancy hotel, I'd probably be stopped at the door and told deliveries are at the rear entrance. That's certainly not true. But Dubai is one step above. It is everybody's loaded. I mean, it's just so expensive. Everybody I know who's been there is like, oh, what did you do? And they're like, I went bankrupt because eating is expensive. Everything's super expensive there. Absolutely crazy. And Armand Rago has here. Welcome back, Dirk. Glad you're back. Thank you so much, Armand, and thank you for giving me a comment. It's good to be alive. It's good to be alive. I can't whistle either. I've tried. You know those people that can do that thing. I just don't have it. And I was like those early Queensryche records, like what is it? The Lady Wore Black and shit from The Warning, because I can cop that guy easy. It's in my wheelhouse. But I could never whistle. No Sanctuary. That's a great song by them. Andy M says Dubai can be a risky place to visit. They have some very strict rules and some harsh punishments. Oh boy, do I have a story for you, my friend. I have no interest in visiting. I may change planes there one day. That's it. I heard it's a lot of fun though. I mean, talking about rich guys, I watched a thing with Roger Federer, and you know he goes there to play exhibition stuff, and you know Rolex. They have I think whatever the 7-star, that one that's got the helipad. They turned it into a tennis court, and him and Rafa had a big match on there. He loves that town, but he's also super duper loaded. I've heard it can be really fun. Actually, Emmett can tell you next time Emmett's on the show, or Emmett, if you want to come on the show and pop in and say hi. You could talk about Dubai. He's been there many, many times. Many times. So I know a friend who happens to be of the gay persuasion, and they went to Dubai, and somebody told them that there's gay bars there. And he went, how could that be? And he's like, oh, it's a membership thing. You got to go, whatever, pay a membership and you can go. And he did. And it was like, okay, it's like a loophole thing. You go to them. And what wasn't like a sex club or anything. That was a bar where, you know, like-minded people can have like-minded whatever. Anyway, he met somebody and they decided to go elsewhere, and he got arrested the second he left the place. Suspected of that. and he wound up in jail, and it was not that easy for him to get out, and it took him like something like 10 days to get out of there. He had to obviously deny he was there for that reason, blah blah blah, and it was, I mean, that's scary. Getting locked up abroad, that's no fun. Robin's Bird says, I'm with you, Andy M. Chris DeGarmo. Oh, look at you. Look at you talking dirty to me. Chris DeGarmo is usually underrated, and this is very niche. However, he's from Queensryche, and the second Chris DeGarmo left Queensryche, they sucked. As great as a band as they are and were, and as great as ridiculous as Jeff Tate was as a pioneering kind of very super crazy. He's the guy that took it, you know, the Rob Halfords and the Dios and the Dickinsons, and then he went took it a notch above that. You know, crazy control and stuff. But it was Chris DeGarmo who wrote the great songs, and it was Chris DeGarmo who was the backbone of that band. So when he left, there was not much left in the tank. Now, we opened up for them 2 years ago in America. I've told the story before on the show. You know, it was the oxygen tank and wheelchair tour, because in America, the metal fans are all, there's no new ones, very few, maybe a couple of younger people. It's mostly just the people like, I love the 80s. And Queensryche's just got 2 guys left, Michael Wilton and Eddie Jackson, and the rest of them are very, very nice. The singer is a terrific singer, and, you know, not my cup of tea because he's not Jeff Tate, but he was the nicest guy in the whole wide world, a sweet guy named Todd Latore, and he could not have been nicer to me. We were doing sound check, one of our brand new songs from Destroy All Humans, and after the sound check, I sat down, and he goes, you're a real singer. And I was like, oh, that's awfully nice of you. Thank you. So are you. He goes, you mind if I check out your set from backstage? I said, why would I mind that at all? Anyway, this guy was backstage, like on my little, like where my dollhouse was to get like water and stuff. And he would like pour me a Diet Coke or water when I came back. And something really funny happened. And this is an admission. So these were brand new songs. And I forgot the lyrics to something. So I had told one of our guys on our crew, I said, do me a favor, for the third song, could you pull it up? Like, because, you know, the second you put a record out, it's out on the internet. And we had rehearsed it, but I just was having a mind melt. We hadn't done a show in a long time. Anyway, I go backstage right there and just have a breather. And who's got the lyrics in his head? And it's Todd Latore. He's got it on the iPad, and he goes, happens to me all the time, man. I didn't take it on stage. I looked at it and went, oh, okay, yeah. And I think I still fucked it up. But yes, Chris DeGarmo, highly underrated. But it's so safe. You leave your phone. Yes, of course, definitely. I mean, because, you know, there's something to be said about that, about a place that's got those kind of rules. And I'm not against it, because littering drives me crazy. Littering is one of the things that makes me short circuit when I see somebody. I'm so stupid that when I see somebody throw something out of the car, I go get it and I hand it back to them. I go, hey, you dropped something. And most of the time they'll be, oh, sorry. And one time this guy goes, F you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a fan of that. And, you know, if you leave your phone, everybody's afraid to touch it because maybe they'll cut your hand off. Maybe it's not just bad. Like in Singapore, like you can't chew gum, right? If they find gum anywhere, you're going to jail. Everything is fun until it's not. That's a fact. I can whistle through my teeth and with my lips, but I never did get the finger or the blade of grass whistle. Yeah, the blade of grass whistle. That's crazy. Wow, you know. Listen, in all areas, though, it sounds like a lot of freedom in Dubai. Here's my other story of Dubai, and I can tell this story. It didn't happen to me, but I will tell you what it is. A friend of mine is from Ireland. His brother lived in Dubai. He's an engineer. And he went to go visit him. And he got to his house, and he had like a woman there on staff, and she was lovely. I believe she was from Philippines. And he found out that they sign contracts and they take their phone and their passports away and stuff like that. It's just kind of the way it works there. And one night, he was sitting in the kitchen, and he heard her in her room crying. And he said, what's the matter? And she said, oh, I haven't seen my daughter in all this time, and I can't leave for another year, and I miss her so much, and blah 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 blah. And you don't get the money until the end, or all this stuff. So he went and he got her passport. He asked the wife, "Where do you keep her passport?" And the wife was like, "You should do it," because his brother was against it. He's like, "No, this is how it works here." And he went and he gave her a shitload of money, and he put her on a plane to go home. And she didn't live in the house. She actually lived outside of Greater Dubai. Anyway, I don't know how true, or I know that story is true because it's my friend. He's not a liar. But like once you get out of your safety zone, things get weird. Great pilot as well. Yes, look at you. You know everything about Chris DeGarmo. Chris DeGarmo became a Learjet pilot after he left Queensryche. And Queensryche was a band that did make money. They had like Silent Lucidity and Jet City Woman, and that album Empire was very big. I mean, Operation Mindcrime is considered their magnum opus, but I myself am a Rage for Order guy. But I think I have 15 trillion copies of The Warning here because that album is the one that changed my life, because I took it to Marty Lawrence, my voice teacher, and I said, "Can I play you something?" And he said, "Sure," because he was always pretty cool with that, even though he was a bel canto teacher. And he goes, he listened to it, and I think I played him Take Hold of the Flame and Child of Fire, and he went, wow. And then we worked on it. We worked on it for a couple of months, and then I could do it. And that's why I always believe, like, either you can sing or you can't sing, but if you can sing, you can sing better. So there are people that can't sing, and that's just a fact. They can't find the pitch, or you can't train a monkey like that. So, but people who can sing better. That's for sure. So if you go to, I've always recommended fellow rock singers to seek out the advice of a good teacher, because you will figure out ways to be able to sing outside of your comfort zone, your box. Now, I have such PTSD from sirens and shit now. I hear it and I think, somebody reported a fire. Safe bet that nobody takes shopping carts in Dubai. I'm the only one who gets that joke, I think, but I get it. That's pretty funny. Hey, Kyle D, complete and utter freedom is anarchy. Yeah. But, at the end of the day, if somebody breaks into your house and tries to rape your wife or hurt your kids, you want to be able to dial somebody who's going to come with guns and take care of those people. Unless you want to have your own. Get off my lawn. America. Dean says, Andrew, I can whistle like a modern telephone. It took years to. I bet you can. Dino says, did you learn that just to see people checking if it's them ringing? It's funny stuff. Hey, I want to let me find this link really quick. I want to show you guys what Oisin was up to. You guys, a lot of you watch his shows, so there's commonality going on there. Let me go find it. He was on this really cool channel. Here it is. Okay. So let me pull this up. I don't know if you're going to hear her, but she's horrible. She's got this voice that's super annoying. Hold on. Okay, so here's where we are, right? So I'll get to the point where he's on it. And this is Joe Hatab. He's got 18.5 million subscribers, and he went to Venice. And who did he interview on the show? Oh, I still have Andy M's banner up there. See, this goes to show you that I'm just not on the ball. So check this out. This guy is an Arab-spoken channel. How cool is that? I mean, 18.5 million subscribers. Holy Methuselah, man. That's pretty crazy. So around the 10-minute mark, let me get up to it. 10 minutes-ish. Each lead bangs into, look at this. Here's it, 10. Look who's here. It's himself. He met an Irish businessman. I know you guys can't hear it. So look at this. He's on this channel, and then they go for they walk around. This guy talks about how Venice got built, and it was built on stilts and planks. And oh, look at Cadario. They're right by the haunted house right there. And it's pretty cool. And he's on this channel. I bet you his channel is going to get a lot more views because of this, because holy macaroni, this guy's got. Oh, when I watched it, he said there was 33,000. I watched it a little while later. It was 168,000. Now there's 359,000 views in 7 hours. So this guy's got the market on the Arab world. That's for sure. Yeah, I watched this earlier. It was very, very cool. I'm not sure where this guy is from. Maybe he's from Dubai. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But he's exploring Venice. Very, very, very cool. And you guys, of course, can watch this on the Joe Hattab tab. Let me see. Where do we got this? Do I have a link for it? Go over to the Oshino O'Malley channel, and there's probably going to be tons of links for it there. You know that. It's the Papa channel. That's how we got started over here. That's how Bashers came from there. So that's where we came from. So guys, watch this. Very, very cool. I don't want to ruin it for you because it was really interesting and I really enjoyed watching it. I think you will too. And it's got subtitles because it's in Arabic, except for when Asheen shows up. Then it's in Irish. Anyway, let's get started with the Gallery of Bastards, because it's time for the Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bastards, send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards, you share them with me, and I share with the world.
You guys came in hard and heavy today. Woo, people. So many people out there want to get a piece of the gallery. I tried to learn how to play piano, man, on here, but I'm not a harmonica player. I'm not, but it's not that hard. I can figure it out. It's not that hard. Let's start off with Andrew Wolkowicz, because he's in the house and he's got some olive. Let's get some Olive straight on the show. Olive, hello, baby. Great to have you on the show. I love having Andrew live on the show, and he's not dealing with people stealing the shopping carts, because that's just crazy town. That's cat on the stairs. It's Olive, everybody. It's cutie pie. Cutie patootie, as they say. I could steal that, right? She's been off the air for years. Oh, here's Mart and Bronson. Oh, look at the beautiful Bronson. Now, Bronson is a purebred Maine Coon. Imagine if he didn't have the beautiful life that he has with Mart. He does. He deserves it because he's beautiful, and we love him. We love Mart. I never asked you how Mart, are you in the room? How did you come upon him? I'll tell you, my friend Mary had a Maine Coon. The harmonica was muted? Was it? Oh. I didn't mute anything, did I? My friend Mary had a Maine Coon, and she got it from a Maine Coon shelter. She had to pay them something because, these things eat a lot. They're big. It's like a dog. We all love Bronson. Bronson's so beautiful. Oh, oh my God. Look at that. Pets. Isn't that a porno for Pyro songs? Pets. Amazing. It's a cat in a box. I'm just looking at the camera, seeing what Rose is doing right now. We got her hair did today. Went to her hair salon. Tomorrow it's nails. It's just the beginning of each month. I take her to go get beautified so she feels pretty and all that stuff. Look at Bronson. Oh, there's a video. Let me download it. One moment, please, for an operator that can assist you. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. It's the Bronson live shot. Oh, my God. So amazing. What do we got? Oh, look at this. Oh my God, that was amazing. Thanks, Mart. That was amazing. Can't get enough. Can't get enough. I can't get enough. That's a Scorpion song. I believe that the Can't Get Enough is from Love Drive. Love Drive, wheels of fire, love drive, one desire, love. You drive me crazy, babe. Okay. So got Andrew. I tell myself that it's my share. Joe LaFaro wants to know if you can get a cat delivered by Amazon. Thank God you can't. Oh God, that would be terrible. My friend Nick, who passed away a couple of years ago, he was just kind of managed my band, but he was an old friend. He had a Maine Coon, and he flew it privately, but he was rich. Nick was loaded. He was the adult toy king. He went to LA and made an amazing. Look at this senor, looking amazing. What a regal shot that is. He went and he made his fortune doing that, which was crazy. And then when he would go to the West Coast, he would fly privately and he would fly his cat. Like sometimes he'd just fly the cat, which you can do if you're loaded, I guess, right? Mr. Bell, Hendrix in London. Uh-oh. This is where Hendrix died, right? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Right. It was somebody's phone. Was he in like Mama Cass? No, Mama Cass. Oh, I forget. Like this was somebody famous's apartment, like Marianne Faithfull or something, right? Because he probably hit that. Right. The Troubadour. Look at that. Oh wow, this is cool. Right. It looks like a harp, but really what it is, it's a Guinness. Care for a pint. Fancy a pint. Look at that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, at the most famous street in all of London town. What do we got here? Okay. It had to think twice. That's very, very pretty. Very pretty, man. Thanks for those. That's Mr. Bell. Thank you, Mr. Bell. Thank you, Mr. Bell. Ray, no subject. Oh, it's some porthole action from Ray. What's happening there? Amazing. Great shot. What are you in Nice? Doesn't look like Ireland. That looks very fancy town. Looks like a very fancy harbor there, mister. It's Eminem madness, Morgan into madness. Yeah. Mork. It's Mork. Dum, 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 dum. That's the flat where he died in September 70. Hey, Eric, Mr. Bell, was it somebody's famous apartment or did he live there? Because I know he lived in London, right? So I guess he might have been his own flat. Could have been. Sensational. Are you here, Carolyn? Your boyfriend's in town. Amazing shots. Oh, look at me. I mean, come on. Look, it's so cute. Are we back to this? For all the cat paw fanciers in the world? That's pretty great, though. I can't even imagine what. Look at her. She's having a snooze. Have a great snooze, you beautiful lady. Look at all the red in her coat. This is on purpose. Monica Dannerman's hotel room. Ah, there you go. That's what it was. Oh, she's such a pretty lady. She knows it too. That's crazy. She's doing this for the benefit of Andy M. You know that, right? It's too freaky for me to deal with. There you go. Hey, Mork, getting some suns and vitamin D. Oh, look at her and her little castle there. Jesus. Otherwise, she's like, I want to go to sleep. Leave me alone. That's a very cute picture. Oh, look at him. He's such a beautiful boy. Amazing. Oh, amazing. He's so cute. I love this one. The gallery makes me happy, man. Can I just say that? I live for it. Morgan Mindy Madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. And there's another one, right? Coming up. Okay. Here's the quote I wanted from Art. Dirk, I went to a Maine Coon cat show and I had a chat with the club secretary and put my name down for the next litter, which was 6 months waiting for Bronson. So how many brothers and sisters did Bronson have? Did he come from like the Maine Coons come in big litters? And when they're born, are they large? These are things I don't know. Because I grew up with Irish Wolfhounds, which is the largest breed of dog, and they're not born that big. We never had them. We got and they're both called Mick. I've told you this 1,000 times, but we got our first dog's name was, I don't remember the second Mick's Irish name, but the first one was Ballykelly Donegan, and that was from the Sheila Seal kennels. Like my dad went over there and spent a fortune on a dog, you know. And then we wound up just picking them, all the hobos off the street. Crazy stuff. Well worth the 6-month wait for your partner in crime, my friend. Well worth it. Completed the collection with a twist. Oh, this one's for you, Dean. It may not be Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, this must be Amsterdam. There's a movie called If It's Tuesday, This Must Be Belgium. I think I've seen it once, but I remember if it's Tuesday, this must be Belgium. If it's Wednesday, this must be Rome. I don't know why I remember the lyrics of that song. There he's got his moon swatch there. There you go. How much do you love that, Dean? You going to get one? Do you want it? Do you need it? You love it, right? That's pretty funny. Did you just pick that up? I mean, that new one is so attractive, but it's too much money. They want $400 for it. The moon phase Snoopy one. It's so cool. I would get it. It's a lot of money. That's a lot. I don't know. Don't you think that's a lot of money? I think it's a lot of money. Ray, on board and important. What do you got going on here, Ray? What's going on here, Ray? You've got look at this. Oh, you're watching the show. And the Irish Whale and Dolphin Group, a guide to Ireland's ocean giants. That's cool. Look at the orca there. Man, that's amazing. The killer whale. Wow. They're so beautiful too. They hate the killer whales are not to us, right? Eric B is dot over 90. DON, man. Bronson was in a litter of 5 cats. I kind of wish that they didn't do the dot over 90 thing anymore, because now it was a cool thing back in the day. It was very, very cool. Now it's like, they're doing it again, so they all have dot over 90. Just my opinion. Mr. McLeod, late gallery. It's not late gallery. No, man, we're in the show. We're deep in the show, man. And it's great to have. Look at this beautiful Ansel Adamsry. Gorgeous work. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Where, I know it's in Scotland, but holy smokes. Oof. Wow. Central Park looks like this too. Where is this exactly? We have this beautiful park right here in the middle of New York City, and you go in there and you can't believe you're in New York City, because you feel like you're in the forest. As you know, I say forest because I'm a New Yorker. How you doing? Get a cup of coffee. We'll go to Forest Hills. Maybe get a bag of oranges, and somebody will show up down in Florida. Get on a plane and go to Florida. But I obviously don't speak like that, but I do say Florida, and I do say orange. I don't say orange. It's too much work. Orange. Never forget the first time Donald Sutherland did the commercials for like Nature's, I don't even know, it's an orange juice, and he goes, Florida's natural. Florida's natural. And I was like, why is he saying it like that? That's mental. Gorgeous shots, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Beautiful. Art is everything, my friends. It is absolutely everything. Steve McLeod of the Clan McLeod. And Drooby Doo, the Luna Rosa. I tried it on. Oh boy, this is a beautiful one. Oh, it looks good on you, kiddo. Oh boy, are you boy? Hey, there's those two guys. Are you in that famous shop in Amsterdam? I don't remember the guys' names, like Rothstein and Rothstein. They're two brothers, but man, God, that watch is beautiful. Oof. Righty then. Wow, that looks pretty good on you, man. I love a panerai, man. That is quite beautiful. I mean, that dial, it's a cobalt blue starburst. So beautiful. Wow. Drooby doo. Did you get it? Did you get it? Oh boy. Let me see what else we got going on. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable, our own Julian, with some edumacation and some art for us. Look at this beautifulness. Let's all lean in and see how pretty this is. Gorgeous. Wow. Color is the key for today's collection from Julian. Wow. Wow, that's almost super creepy. Wow. Amazing. Wow, that is quite beautiful. I love it. It's almost oh God, see this style of painting is did somebody draw that on like a municipal, like that's like some kind of street box, right? I don't know what it's for, but look at that. They did it against the wall and then you framed it like this. The art is sublime. It really and truly is. Look at that. Wow. Do you have any idea, Julian, whatsoever, who the artist is who did this? Because this is pretty gorgeous, man. Pretty gorgeous. Wow. Wow, that's like Umbrellas of Cherbourg gorgeous, which is a great movie. If anybody's not seen it, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, it's absolutely stunning. Wow, I would love a print of that. That's so beautiful. I would love that. That's so gorgeous. Are we back in the clown world? I loved your clown world. Clown world. Beautiful. You really captured that. Oh, wow. Is that a vitrine? Oh, man, this stuff's, I just got a good whiff of my original formulation of this stuff. And man, is it magical. It's the same, but it's different. It's a little soapier. Wow. Oh, look at you. Look at you going for something completely different. That's so Art Deco, too. Beautiful. Now, like, they just don't make stuff like that anymore. It's like a frame. Oh, wow. Wow-wee. Incredible, Julian. Is that a polar bear all wrapped up in tape? Oh, bears are so cute, but they'll eat you. I watched this YouTube channel that it's called I Am Puma. Does anybody watch that? Apparently it's okay in Russia to have a lion or a tiger in your house, and this is a puma, and it's the cutest thing ever. And it's just a big cat. Oh, that's really looks like a Peter Gabriel album cover, like Melt or Scratch or Car. Julian, back with a bang. That's really comparable stuff, man. Wow. Look at that. That should be somebody's album cover. And that is magnificent. That somebody painted that on a wall, and then I'm assuming that that's not up against the wall. That you just figured out how to do the perspective here. Beautiful stuff. Julian, incomparable. Thank you for coming back with a bang. We need you. We love your stuff. Hey, more. Ready for this, guys? It's a double treat today. It's more Madly Madness, Madly Madness. More Mindy Madness, Malk and Mindy and Madly Madness. She's having a snooze. Oh. It's a double treat. It's a double treat. Oh. The princess in repose. Now, if you sneaked up to her and just gave her a big squeezy, I love you, kissy kiss, would you get mad at you for that? because Laverne used to love that. I used to sneak up behind her and I just press my face again, and she'd just go, oh, oh. Like, why did you surprise me? But then she loved it. More Mindy Madness. Thank you, Honey Pie. Thank you for that. We needed a Joe the Faro. Joe the Faro. You know who you look like right here? I love this. This is for When You Were Wednesdays, because he's applying to the rosary. When I was young, I never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Doom, 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 doom. Look like Eric Carmen. Look at this. Look at this stud when he's young. Amazing. Like your kid. This is a total album cover. I'm gonna steal this and I'm gonna turn it into an album cover, Joe. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a font on it. I'll come up with a title for it. Let's make it your debut album. It's pretty good. This looks like a 70s. Like, I'm trying to think of what kind of music it would be. I would say maybe in the Leo Sayer, danceable but pop. Like, what did I just learn about? I just found out that there's a new term for certain kinds of bands, and they called it oh shit, what was that? And the Beatles were involved in it. It was like a Baroque pop. I was like, what the hell is Baroque pop? I'm going to say you're not Baroque pop, but you're definitely not going to be yacht rock either. Feeling a little bit more Eric Carmen vibes there. And Ray showing off his wrist shot. There you go. I wear this. I'm wearing my Speedy today. The Millie got all the airtime in Fano. But it's so weird because, I wear it on my left wrist for the show, for the microphones that are here and all this junk that you don't really see. But I didn't do that for 2 weeks, right? And then when I put it on for the show, I went, oh God, this feels weird again. Because I got used to it. So I actually technically could. But when I go to look for the time, I do that. So it doesn't work. Ray. Wearing it proud. And Melly C, more Mindy. All right. What a Mindy day. Oh, this is great. This is a shot and a half. Oh, man. Look at this. What would happen if you went up to her, though? Did you tell me? So handsome, Joe. Melly C says he's a very handsome guy. Absolutely. As they'd say in Ireland, he's a ride. When you fancy somebody in Ireland, that's what you say. Right. You're not seeing Kevin Gilroy. Total right. Siobhan says he's a total right. Oh, look at this. That's too cute. Now I know why you took so many pictures of today. That's just unbelievable. Oh my God. Is that too much or what? Oh, she's such a beautiful kitty cat. Oh, when you know it. When you're beautiful and you know it. That's the classic one, though. Holy macaroni. Mindy Madness, guys. Incredible. Thank you so much. And that, my friends, is the Gallery of Bashtards. What a great gallery today, guys. Thank you so much. A big applause. The Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with
the world. Let's get back to some of the comments that went on when I was doing the gallery. Let's see. Bronson is so adorable. He said the harmonica was muted. I don't know why that be. It's broken anyway. It's totally broken. I gotta fix it. I'm not a harmonica player, but it's not hard to figure out. I was going downstairs at 4 o'clock in the morning the other day, and I had a feeling and turned on the light and saw Olive on the step. Be careful. That's not a good idea. Didn't Mama Cass do an episode of HR Puffin Stuff? When things get rough. HR puffin stuff. You can't do little and you can't do enough. I preferred Lidsville. I loved HR puffin stuff, but I loved Martha Ray because that shit was crazy. I'm trying to remember what her name was. Martha Ray's name was something Oh God, what was her name? Saturday morning cartoons in America. We had the best cartoons ever. This wasn't a cartoon; this was live action. Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, HR Puffin stuff. The Bugaloos. Oh, maybe she was on the Bugaloos. Yeah, that's right. She wasn't on Lidsville. She was on the Bugaloos. Oh my God, who's calling my home line? It's from the Bronx. Let me go see who it is. Hold on a second. Right? Let's see if we can get this. Hello? 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 Who's this? Where? This is Marjorie. Who's this?
Actually, I'm calling you from your electric company from the refund department. And the reason of this call is just about the monthly electric bill because you were being overcharged from the last couple of months. So that's the reason you are qualified to get the refund of $200 back. Okay.
I'm paying too much money for the electric company. Is that?
Yeah.
It's so expensive as it is. I can't believe how much they charge me. It's gone up so much in the last year. Is there a better plan I can be on?
So I'm just gonna refund of $200 back because you were being overcharged. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, a rebate from the electric. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. So what do I do? Do you mail it to me, or what do you need?
In this regard, can you please tell me, are you paying a bill by yourself or somebody else pays your bill?
No, I pay for it myself.
Got it, ma'am. So, in this regard, ma'am, right now I'm just gonna refund of $200 back. So, how would you like to receive the refund back, ma'am? Like in front of me, here is the two options. We can deposit the money in the customer's credit card or by the debit card. So it's your choice, ma'am, like in which card you wanna deposit the refund back.
Into my bank account?
Ma'am, actually, it's a direct deposit amount, so that's the reason I'm saying to you. In front of me, here's the two options.
Okay.
Deposit the money in a Visa card or by the MasterCard, ma'am, because there's pretty fastest way. And during this call, we will send you the refund back, so that's the reason you can choose one of them.
Oh, well, my debit card, that would make the refund go right into my checking account. So that would be preferable if you could do that.
Like into your debit card, am I right?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Do you have that on file already?
In this regard, can you please tell me the expiration date of the debit card, like the valid through? I can check it in my system.
Oh, okay. Can you hold on a second? It's in my purse, so I have to go get that. It's in the other room on the chair.
Take your time, ma'am.
Can you hold on a second?
Yeah, I can hold for you.
One moment, please. Get off the chair, Fluffy. I have to. Thank you. Okay. The cat was on the chair. Okay. Let me get in my purse right now. Okay.
Okay.
The American Express, Visa. Where's my debit card? Oh, okay. I have it. It's from. Okay. Okay. Bank of America. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. What do you need from me?
You just look on the card. There will be mentioned expiration date of the card, like the valid through.
Oh, it says valid through 6/28. 6/28.
Map. So in this regard, you can look on the card. There will be a mentioned numbers, and it will be starting with number 4. Can you repeat it? The number which is starting with 4.
Where do I find that?
Ma'am, you can look on the card. On the card, there will be a mentioned 16-digit number, and it will be starting with number 4. Can you repeat it? The number which is starting with 4.
Oh, okay. Do you want the last 4 or the first 4 or do you want the whole number?
No. Yeah, you can repeat it. The starting number which is starting with 4.
Oh, okay. 4121.
Mm-hmm.
6171.
Mm-hmm.
3, is that a 9? Or, 8, 3, 8, 6, 1,
Mm-hmm.
4, 2, 7, 9. Is that enough?
Can you repeat it one more time, ma'am? I can check it.
I've got my regular glasses on. Let me get my reading glasses because I think I might have given that to you wrong right now. Hold on. Here are my glasses. Oh, there they are. Okay. 4-1. So now, oh God, I had this totally wrong. 4171, 4121, 3353,
There's 41213353.
6179, 4291, 6600. Is that right? There's an extra number there. How many numbers is there supposed to be? I need my better glasses. Hold on a second.
Hey, Ma, what are you doing there?
I'm on the phone with the electric company.
Who the fuck is this? That's your entertainment for the night. He hung up on me when the son came home. You guys are all so quiet. Oh, there it is. I like to fuck with them. It's funny. I didn't expect that to happen today, but this is my home phone. Nobody ever calls it but scammers and spammers and all kinds of stupid shit. This guy, what a dick. He wanted to steal this old lady's credit card information. What a dick. What an absolute dick. What a dick. It's like, Ma, what are you doing in there?
I'm on the phone with the company.
Maybe Marjorie needs to get her glasses. Yeah.
It's always Marjorie. You can have an old lady name.
Ah, boy. What a cunt, as they say on the iBashers network. These people. And he hangs up because I just give her. I always goof with them like that whenever they do that. And then I usually just keep giving them the wrong numbers. He's like, they get frustrated with you after a while. I mean, it could have gone forever, but what the hell? It was all fun. Yeah, he was, probably from Pakistan, or they have like all those big, look, it's a big industry there. There's one guy on YouTube who is able to thumbs up, who is able to reverse engineer. He can actually get into the cameras. He can flip the money back, take the money out of their accounts. It's pretty amazing stuff, pretty crazy. I should cut it into shorts. Maybe I will. I don't know how to cut shorts, but maybe I should get into that. That's pretty funny. I always say, and I've always said that it would be fun if one of those people ever called here during iBashers, because then I would do that. I do it all the time. I'm glad you enjoy it. And thank you very much.
For Marjorie. Let's give a round of applause for Marjorie. She's a very nice old lady, and she needs her reading glasses. But hold on, let me put this back in my purse.
They're just such dumb. Listen to the poor people that these guys actually, the real Marjories that get taken advantage of. It almost happened to Rose. One time I came into her apartment and she was on the phone and she had a credit card in her hand. I said, "What are you doing?" And I picked up the phone. And that's like where I get my material. He's like, "Oh no, I was just looking to, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, you're a scumbag, man. You're an absolute scumbag. What a scummy thing to do, you know? But you know what? Listen, those people are trained to scam elderly people and infirm people out of their money, their pensions, and it happens every single day. People have to be vigilant. You have to be aware. Remind to tell all the elderly people in your entire life how careful they have to be. Like it even happened to my dad once. Like he picked up the phone and some guy was doing that. My father was like the smartest guy in the universe, but he was an old man at that point. It's really crazy. Joe LaFaro, $4.99 for Marjorie.
Joe, you know what they say in Ireland? You ride, you.
Let's give you a big bang boom a Rooney for that. Shit happens. You got to be careful, man. There's people out there to scam all these people, and it's terrible that they're in these giant like data farms, and there's like it looks like NASA. There's people at desks, and they all have headsets, and they have scripts. But watch it. I don't know the name of the guy's channel. If any of you guys know it, it's a channel where the guy, when they go to steal the money, he steals it out of their account. He's got some way to do it, and he's actually worked with the FBI on it. It's pretty crazy. Andrew says we will all be judged in this life or the next one. That's absolutely 100% true. There's a special place in hell for those scammers. There sure friggin' is, man. Dirk put my photo. I'm ending the show with that, kiddo. I'm ending the show with it. That's how I want to end the show. It's £1.99. I thought it would be best if we did it that way, because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we end the show with your brand new acquisition? Let me pull it up now. I thought it'd be fun to do that. Don't you agree? Wouldn't you agree? Boom, 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 boom. You ready, guys? You ready? Also, we're going to have an unboxing later this month from Nathaniel Hannon, who actually called to schedule an unboxing. Dino's, he's on the list he can't resist, because a kiss is on your list with a Rolex Explorer. Look at that beauty. Ooh, child. Hot Rolex in the city. Bum, 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 bum. Look at this beautiful thing. Really looks good on you, man. Look, you're having a cocktail, having a drink, having a pint, have a few jars there, mate. Have a few jars. Look at this thing. Oh, God. I love the Explorer, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this thing. Do you know you deserve it, man? Oh, no line on the horizon. Look how cool is that? I only peeked at it before. Oh, look at beach shots. I didn't know you were doing that. Yeah. He's a Rolexy kind of guy. Oh, by the way, this is the new Eco Box, which, oh, Dean, I don't know if you looked this up, but I did. Turns out that it used to be 97% thermoplastic in Rolex boxes, which includes mine and everybody else's. Now its carbon footprint was 97%. Now it is 6% because there's only very little plastic in there. It's made from wood and cellulose. But that's the box, the scatola. Amazing. Look at that. I like this new shop angles there. I like the shop angles. Absolutely stunning, Dino. You deserve it, man. Let's all go. And then let's have a balloon party too while we're at it. Confetti, yay! Dean, you deserve it, my friend. Congratulations. What's the one? I don't know all the gestures. Balloons for Dean. You deserve it, man. You work hard, you play hard, man. You work hard and you play hard, and you become Dean. Fantastic. I thought it'd be best to end the show on that. Anyway, King 77703 says the website that steals the money from the scammers back is called Scammer Payback. That's what it's called. Fantastic. It's as good as the the packages that explode and have fart juice and sparkles and all that shit. I love that when people like steal packages off of people's porches and they open it up and they get sprayed with fart juice and glue and glitter. I mean, that's some pretty great stuff. Really, really great stuff. It's about time that Rolex upgraded their boxes. Yeah, it is. And, you know, and they finally did. I mean, listen, look at some of those boxes that are the Macassar Patek Philippe boxes. Omega's been making great boxes for years and years and years and years. So, you know, it is about time. And they needed to do that. You know, listen, they're the leader in the industry. So lead, you know. Absolutely beautiful, says Andy M. Enjoy. Look at that. Devil horns from Danny Gutierrez. Yeah. Cheers. No more watches this year. Well, okay. Explorer in the Wild. Joe is loving it too. Hey, Tobe. I love the Explorer myself. I have two of them. I love Explorers. They're beautiful. I would love a vintage Explorer. Oh, man. Those get me all kinds of crazy and nutso. Cool X says, hey, Kojak's in the room. Scammer Payback and Kit Boga. Hey, Kojak Kronos. Hey. Oh, it says you got two messages here. Wait a second. Did I miss a message from you? One of my favorite bartenders in the world is Kojak. Yeah, baby. It says, let me see. Let me look. Did I miss one from you? Did I miss one? Hold on. I might have. Because, you know, it's hard to keep up with this shit. It says... I have this little piece of software that tells me if about unread messages, and I'm going through real quick. Did I miss it? Oh, it did. Late to the stream. Good to see you in Italy last week. European life suits you. Thank you. However, it's not all roses. Greece are trying to pass legislation to permit 13-hour work days. That doesn't sound fun. Sciopero. That means strike in Italian. Oh, I missed a bunch. Killer whale is a mistranslation from the Norwegian. It's whale killers originally, as they would follow whalers and take bites out of the harpoon whales waiting to be... Oh, that's terrifying. Killer whales have started attacking sailing yachts off of Portugal and Spain, actually sinking yachts now. Very unusual behavior. It's probably because we're poisoning their water, I bet, you know, or something terrible like that. Something terrible. Dean, you in Ireland's last chance. What is going on with you two tonight? Weirdness. Anyway, what a show. Oh, what a circus. Oh, what a show. All the bashers have come to town. Outside the Casa Rosada says Daniel Gutierrez and Ray and Eric B and Dean Melly Mel and Joe LaFaro. Got to pick one, right? But you are illusions. I love Antonio Banderas. He was in the Madonna version of that. She's not terrible in it. She's a terrible actress, but he goes outside the Casa Rosada. He's a very good singer and a ride, as they say. Anyway, guys, what a great show. Thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. Let me pour some Habit Rouge on me. I'm gonna give myself a spritz so I feel fresh. That smells delicious. Soapier than the current one, but I like it. This feels a little bit more evening. I will say that. This is more suit and tie. This is more fresh and sporty because it's got that soapy barbershop thing, which I like. I love Prorazzo. Mart says, top show. Thank you, top show with your top cat. Thank you so very much. Be careful about around the old ladies. They'll drop something and then ask you if you can pick it up. And oh, they'll do that. I know. Well, Andrew, it's because, you know, you're on the list, my friend. Guys, what a show. Oh, what a circus show. What a show. Thanks for joining me on this incredible October 1st, the 1st of October. Be chill, be cool, go in peace, to love and serve the bash. And remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you encounter unkindness, give them the benefit of the doubt. Why, you say? They could be the nicest person in the world having a really bad day. They could have got fired. They could have their own dragon lady. They could have their own. Look at what happened to Nicole Kidman. Keith Urban cheated on her, and not with a guy, because he's so gay. I'm so surprised. Like, I always thought their marriage was weird. I was like, oh, he's so gay. He cheated on her. He cheated on Nicole Kidman. You know, that sucks. I really had hoped she had found her forever after. she had her contract with Tom Cruise, and that expired, and she had to deal with that whole Scientology thing. But I was really hoping she'd have a good life, I really did. But, boys, respect your women. Go in peace to love and serve the best. Go in peace, not in pieces. That's for sure. But remember to hold the door and say please and thank you. And, just give them the benefit of the doubt, because you never know who they are. You never know where they're from. They could be your best friend, your wife, your husband. They could turn into something super impossible that you never thought would ever happen to you. Either that, or what are they? They're just a